Hi, welcome back. I'm Anise Kizelbash. Thanks for tuning in. And the question from a reader is, how do I get out of the routine of bad habits? How do I get out of the routine of bad habits? Okay, the best way is to, instead of trying to stop bad habits, is to create a good habit. Replace the bad one with the good one. I'll give you an example. I had the most awful habit of snoozing. It really used to eat away at my confidence, believe it or not, because it's the way you start the day. It's the first thing you do in the morning, and snoozing the alarm. And I developed that habit in the year of my first failed business. It was awful. I just didn't want to get out of bed every day, and then so I just ended up snoozing, waking up feeling awful, and then it just anyway. So the way I eventually overcame it, I researched all these various methods. I read these books on and so on. The way I figured out how to do it was, one, first, whatever that bad habit is, you need to put a barrier, like a 20-second barrier. Think in 20 seconds. A 20-second barrier that delays you doing the deed. Okay, so for example, snoozing. So for me, instead of having my alarm right next to my bedside table, I put it on the floor by the door, which didn't work because I switch it off and come back to bed. Then I put it outside the bedroom, so I'd have to go outside and then switch it off. And yes, I kept coming back to bed. And so the final straw, which worked finally, I put my alarm in the bathroom. Yeah, I put it in the bathroom opposite the sink. And so what I started doing was, okay, I said to myself, okay, after I switch off my alarm, I'm going to pee. Yeah, I'm just going to say it. You know my toilet habits now, my bathroom habits. So here's what would happen. I'd get out of bed, the alarm would go, I'd go into the bathroom, I'd switch it off. So by then, 20 seconds has gone by, and my initial reflexive, habitual reaction has surpassed. It's surpassed, and now I can sort of get into gear now. My prefrontal cortex can start getting in gear. And I've told myself I'm now going to pee, so I then pee. That's the first thing I always want to do anyway. Well, I'm here now. How can you create a 20-second delay on the bad habit you're trying to get rid of, but then at the same time create a positive action? So let's take another one. Social media. Oh, yes. Did I hit on a nerve there? Okay, social media, that's another popular one. I was trying to shake off that habit. What 20-second delay can you do? Well, I went drastic where I deleted the apps from my phone. Okay, so in order to check social media, I'd have to download it, log in, and I developed a complicated password, so I couldn't remember it. Previously, I remembered the password. Now I can't remember what it is. It's a whole bunch of complicated letters. So I have to go in and copy it somewhere and then pay. So that's a long enough delay, and that might forget it. I can't be bothered now. I can't remember why I wanted to check. But then sometimes, it's there. So that's one thing. Log out of social media, all of your social media accounts. I recommend deleting them, frankly. It's really drastic. It's like yank out the tooth, get rid of it altogether. And the only way you can log in is on your computer, your desktop. And even so, on your desktop, log out. Don't have the automated, sign in. Because that delay, and make it a complicated password, because that delay creates a 20-second delay. And by then you start thinking, do I really need this? Yeah. And then what positive action can you switch it with? How about reading books? That's what I did. I would keep the book I'm reading, I would keep it handy all the time near the phone, because the phone is always by us. Keep your book near you as well. So when you're sitting on the train or you're in that transit mode, which is a common place people reach for their phone, reach for the book. Okay, so I'm replacing it with the other one, all right? So the way to stop bad habits, the routine of bad habits, is create a 20-second delay. So for another example is if you reach for the TV, if you keep watching TV and you want to stop doing that, take the batteries out and put the remote in the other room. So there's that delay, right? And what can you switch it with? Is there something you want to learn? Do you want to maybe learn how to play an instrument, a musical instrument, or reading more or exercise more? Keep the yoga mat out there instead. So you're creating a delay for the habit you're trying to get rid of, but you're making it easier, less than 20 seconds, to get started on the new habit you would like to replace it with, okay? To get out of the routine of bad habits, create a 20-second delay from actually doing that bad habit, right? Just put all these barriers in front that takes you 20 seconds to finally get there. And then also, the final, create a detour. Make the empowering habit that you want to learn, bring that closer, make it easier, bring it within the 20 seconds, so you get started on that, okay? So, hope that helps you break your bad habit and replace it with an empowering habit. So what habit are you trying to break? Tell me. What bad habit are you trying to break, and what good habit would you like to replace it with? Tell me in the comments. I'd love to know. If you found this useful, please share this. Please help me awaken more potential in others as well, right? Let's get more people doing well, living well, and I think a rising tide raises all ships. Okay, thanks for tuning in. I'm Anise Kisselbash. I look forward to seeing you in another episode. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.